Anybody that you feel like you might hate on a little bit?
Me?
Taylor Swift.
Tom Brady. I hate on Tom Brady all the time.
Taylor Swift for me.
But I know what Tom Brady is, but fuck that nigga.
Oh, Tom Brady for me also.
Yeah.
Let me think. Is there a player? Mine is more of a team. I can't stand the motherfucking Falcons, boy.
There you go.
Oh, I can't stand them, goddamn. Or the Eagles.
You know what? I've never met a Panthers fan that liked the Falcons.
You can hate.
I don't like the Eagles either.
You can hate without being a hater.
And I don't like the Cowboys, but I root for Dak. So that's how I know I ain't really no hater.
I fucks with Dak too.
Because I be wanting Dak to win.
I be wanting Dak to win too, yeah.
It's like I want Dak to have a good game and his team lose.
What?
That's
root
what's
for
been
Dak.
happening
That's
for the
wild.
last 5 years.
I root for Dak, man.
wild,
when he got drafted, I was like, that's my dog. I watched him at Mississippi. I was like, yo, I fucks with this nigga.
I want the best for you, but
I fucks with Dak.
fuck your team. I hope y'all never go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I fuck with CeeDee Lamb too, yo.
Yeah, Dak can't win no Super Bowls, unfortunately. He my dog, but he can't win no Super Bowl.
They might win it this year.
Yeah, I really do feel like
around,
the
find out.
Cowboys have a great chance of winning the Super Bowl this year. Going
There you
to
go.
and winning the Super Bowl this year.
I think so too.
And that's not the first time I've said this.
After that last call, that last game, I think so too. Jerry definitely polished off his button.
Here we go.
He definitely.
Here we go with the cap.
Oh gosh, put it on, please.
Nah, hell no.
Here we go with the cap.
Nah,
he just
hell
said they couldn't win it.
Hell
but then
nah.
after we say it's a good chance he can win it, now
Nah,
he's switching
hell
over
nah.
to the call.
Nah, that was some shit.
All right, so let's
there.
talk about that call.
That was
So
some shit.
so last Saturday, the Cowboys played the Lions. And what happened was number 68, Jared Goff signaled him, the offensive lineman, to go to the refs and say, hey, I am eligible as a receiver. So he goes over to the refs with him and number 70.
70 hadn't pulled up yet.
70 seemed like he was doing more of the talking from what I saw.
70 hadn't even came in the game yet. 70 was the extra offensive lineman. He was running over to it. It was another dude. Another dude over there.
Okay, so one dude was with him. So he goes over to the ref. The ref was like very anxious. Like the ref gets some of that message and he runs away. From body language, it don't look like 68 communicated with him thoroughly.
Mm.
So then they go off, they run a play action. 68 catches the ball, touchdown. They call it back, illegal touching. So basically he is deemed not eligible as a receiver. But so my thoughts is if he does tell the referee, hey, I'm eligible, then they would have guarded him. The only reason he was that open to catch the touchdown is because nobody deemed him eligible.
In theory.
No, it's not in theory. That's a fact.
But we see this play all the time. What we have, there are other instances of linemen catching touchdowns because they were still ineligible or still eligible. That don't you just in your head, you don't think to go guard the lineman.
But if you come out, it's the end of the game. It's win or go home. You got to get this play or you lose. If you come over and you tell me as the defensive captain, hey, he's eligible to catch the ball, we're going to put somebody on you. Or at least
70 was also eligible. He didn't even go out.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't go out because he's been eligible all game. He didn't have to announce being eligible because he had been eligible all game.
Yeah.
Once you announce it, if you announce that shit first play of the first quarter, you don't have to do it again.
Gotcha.
That's in the rule.
So that's pretty weak sauce. If you're going to say on the last play of the game, hey, this dude is eligible. You think if they told the defense that, they would guard him. That dude was wide open. There was nobody on that side of the field. Like that dude was wide.
It was a play action. There was a lot of shit going on over there. That was a good play design.
But it wasn't a heavy blitz though.
That was a good play design, just in general. That was a good play design. There was a lot of shit going. Everything was forced right. Play action right. All the other weapons went right. 68, Taylor Decker was supposed to block and leak out touchdown. I can see that working. I don't know how the ref missed him walking over and he's saying, hey, I'm eligible. Ref, like you said, anxious. I don't know what was going on. Maybe he had some pussy lined up at the house after the game. He was ready to go. So he runs over, starts to play. Taylor Decker can't do anything at that point. It's nothing.
Please.
They gave me his hat. It's nothing he can do at that point because outside of that, he gonna pretty much tell the Cowboys, "Hey, I'm about to catch this touchdown."
I mean, that's pretty much what I think. what he would have done if they say, "Oh, this dude haven't been eligible all game, but let's make him eligible on the last play of the game," and then nobody guards him. To me, it just look obvious to me. But I understand, like, if that was my team, I would understand why everybody feel that way. Because I'd be like, oh man, we called this play and it worked and now y'all call it back. So I get it.
You never want nothing to be broke up or fucked up by the ref. You never want to see that in sports. It's bad for sports.
No, it is. But also when they run a play action and this dude is like uncovered, like there's a difference between like beating somebody, being like a certain distance away from somebody, and then like the whole party over here and this dude is just over here by himself. Like it's clearly because the defense they didn't know he was eligible, and he wasn't because the ref didn't tell him. So,
well, if he was covered, then they just would have threw it to somebody else. There was more people going out on routes. They had tight end, they had a receiver out.
Bro, they only scored 21 points. So it's not, they only scored 19 points actually. So it ain't like they scored an abundance of points. So the probability of them getting that play was minimal.
I wouldn't say that. It's a good game.
I would. It's 19 points.
It was a good game. It wasn't really, I just, like I said, you never want the game to fall on your failure on a ref's mistake. That's all. You never want to do that, especially if you do everything you're supposed to do. How he didn't hear him.
Refs make bad calls all the time, though.
Bad call is different from just a general like mistake.
Nah, that's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's game. That's rough.
Like you make a bad call, cool. I still think the Lions should have kicked it though.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
don't Taraji me to death.
Should've.
Yeah, that's where they fucked up. They should have kicked that bitch. Why you go for it again? I don't know. Y'all morale already low.
And that's why I say there was a slim chance of them making that play because they got another crack at it. They didn't score.
Like that was that, but morale is a huge thing. It's like that Kadarius Toney situation where this idiot was lined up off sides. Would have been one of the greatest plays ever. If you know the play I'm talking about, where the Chiefs play where Kadarius Toney was offside.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Kelsey caught it, threw it back to him. He scored, but no, he was offsides. That would have been something we watching today. Great play.
I got you. Yeah, you never want to see the refs call the game, but I mean, if he didn't hear it, he didn't hear it. And that's why the defense didn't know he was eligible. So
I'm just saying, Jerry got a little button in his office. Y'all think I'm playing?
I don't think it was
This
Jerry.
has nothing to do with anything, but
I think it was Jimmy Johnson. That did that shit.
This Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift does not end up in a marriage, I'm going to be really pissed off about this season.
Word.
That's another situation where he just know that shit really good for his brand. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't end up in a marriage, but.
And honestly, I'm still not too convinced that it's real.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's all marketing.
I feel like a lot of times there are certain people that are like, hey, I know your agent. You know my agent. Let's make this work for a little while.
I can believe that.
Because, I mean, really and truly.
Socially arranged marriage.
He was viewed.
Richest parents, they kids always got married.
Yeah.
He was viewed as like a eligible bachelor. And like now the girlies are loving it because Taylor Swift is in the stands rooting for him all the time. But like what people a lot of people do realize is if this doesn't go right, this is going to be like another album for her.
Which is good marketing for her.
If this doesn't go right for him, it's just another day.
He gonna retire. He gonna be on podcasts and shit like his brother.
I mean, him and his brother have podcasts now, so
real sex podcast.
Yeah,
it's no. I don't think it's a lose there.
I'm sorry. I just don't like her.
I just don't care.
You're not losing.
I just don't care about either. Yeah.